The man looked at the old man's trembling hand and gave a faint smile. He turned back confidently, just as she thought victory was hers. The old man sank the ball with the small intestine symbol into the pocket. Seconds later, the man felt a sharp pain in his stomach. Before he could even think, the old man struck the balls marked with glasses in succession. The man's vision instantly blurred. She stared in disbelief at the scene. But the old man didn't stop. Another perfect shot, hitting 2 targets at once. Both balls effortlessly dropped into the pockets. The man clutched his mouth and ears in pain. Now only the heart and brain balls remained on the table. The man's breathing grew rapid and anxious. Meanwhile, the old man sipped his drink casually. He said every time he drinks, he thinks of the old lady's cooking, so he had to survive this game. He set the cue down firmly on the table. His eyes locked on the balls, fully focused. With a strong strike of the cue ball, it flew past the red ball straight toward the target. The man shouted in terror, "No!" Luckily, the old man didn't sink the basketball this turn. The man breathed a sigh of relief. He exhaled deeply. Now it was finally his turn to strike back. But he had a lingering question. Why had he sunk 2 balls earlier? Yet the old man hadn't reacted at all. He was sure the old man was faking it. This next shot had to be perfect. He quickly assessed the situation. He decided to win it in 1 shot. In his mind, he mapped out the perfect route to pocket the balls. Then he aimed decisively at the old man's heart ball. The cue ball hit the rail and rebounded as planned. It struck the red ball marked with a heart perfectly. But reality slapped him hard. The red ball bounced but didn't fall into the pocket. And that wasn't even the worst part. The cue ball stopped in a perfect spot for the old man. The man begged the old man for mercy. He was still young and didn't want to die. But the old man just glanced at him coldly. Frantic, the man asked the bartender to let him quit the game. The bartender told him flatly, "Once the game starts, it cannot be stopped. It ends only when one side loses completely." The man thought it was unfair. Clearly, the old man's skill far exceeded his own. Then, the old man made the final shot. The 2 remaining basketballs dropped into the pockets instantly. The man was furious. He grabbed his cue and swung wildly at the old man. But the old man dodged with ease. They clashed fiercely across the table. The man was fast, but anger clouded his judgment. The old man anticipated every move. Finally, he knocked the man to the ground with 1 strike. But as the old man paused, a fighter jet flew overhead. Squadrons bombed the ground below, leaving ruins in their path. The scene shifted to childhood paper airplanes. He grew up as a troublemaker, bullying classmates. Yet he became a world billiards champion. He married the love of his life. But just raising his hand to shield his eyes, he was already in his 60s. Back to reality, the man swung at him again. He even smashed the old man's glasses. Yet the old man controlled him with pure instinct. Seeing he couldn't win, the man lunged, slamming the old man into the wall, even knocking out his dentures. Taking advantage of the old man's daze, he returned to the table. He pocketed the remaining balls 1 by 1, winning the game. At that moment, the supposedly dead old man miraculously revived. She thanked him. After their fight, the old man remembered he had already died. Hearing this, the man realized he was dead too. His first affair had been discovered, and his girlfriend ended his life in a fit of rage. He quickly checked his body, finding the wound for real. He couldn't believe it. Angrily, he lunged at the bartender, but countless threads held him tight. He cursed the unfairness of the world. The bartender knocked him out. Then, the old man approached the bartender. He whispered something. Afterward, they stepped into the elevator. As the doors closed, the old man gave a strange smile. But as the elevator doors closed, the old man revealed a strange, eerie smile. "And